is the place to come and trade your cards. Come to play some games and maybe pull the Charizard. A place to make some friends. I hope it never ends. Card Party.
Find at the show, but no matter what, you're gonna bring the energy. What will you trade? What games do you play? What's inside is gonna be a mystery, but you won't regret what you collect at CARDPARTY. What's that spell? Card party, card party, card party. Card party, card party, card party, card party, card party. Come on down, it's the top of the town. Everybody comes and stays up late. Show me what you got, you better take your shot. I need that card, would you be open to trade? You won't regret the cards you get at CARDPARTY. Because card party, 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 card party. Card party, 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 card CARDPARTY.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Card Party YouTube channel. I am your host for today's live stream. My name is Gonzo, and I am with the one and only local to Seattle, Just Joshin. Josh, how are you doing today, my friend?
Am I on?
Yeah, we're good. Yeah. Thank you, everybody, for coming in from the DPM raid as well. I hope you guys had a great live stream. I know Pat pulled some bangers for you guys, but today, right now, we're going to talk about Seattle. Just Josh is going to give us some footnotes on what to do in Seattle when you're not at Card Party, and we're going to talk about everything, not everything. We're going to talk about some stuff you guys want to talk about today. If you guys have any questions, we're going to be answering those as we see them in priority of importance, or if at the very end, we'll go over some comments as we can see it. Oliver says, Gonzo the GOAT with the $10. Thank you so much. And with that, Josh, sorry I interrupted you. I got to say hello to the Raiders. Welcome. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. There's no need for apologies. The Raiders are critical. Yeah.
The Raiders are critical because they are the ones who made Card Party happen. And without them, we wouldn't be able to do this. They are very critical. But don't forget, guys, Josh is a Seattle local, so we're going to be talking about why the hotel is so important to Seattle, because even as a local, he's staying at the hotel for Card Party. Josh, talk about why you're staying there at the hotel instead of staying at your own home.
So the reason, number one, is because it's fancy and I deserve fancy things. No, but in all seriousness, the hotel is actually a super perfect location in regards to the venue. I've been to a lot of things actually at Seattle Convention Center. I've been to multiple Dragon Ball tournaments there. I've been to Comic Cons there, and that hotel is so central as far as location wise. Like, you're going to be so close to everything. as far as getting to the convention and getting to Card Party. And then it's in such a good location as well for everything else that Seattle has to offer. So honestly, the hotel, it was a really solid pick by Pat. I came in and saw you guys a couple, was it like 2 weeks ago? We were
Yep.
over there, and I was explaining to you how I literally had just gotten off the train, and I was like 2 seconds away from the hotel.
Yes. So we have a couple people saying hello to Josh. We have another $5 super chat. Gonzo and Josh, please let me buy you a drink at the hotel. We're local to Seattle, but staying at the Seattle hotel too. Says the Pokemon librarian Steve. I can answer this for both of us. We could have a drink with you, but it's either going to be coffee, tea, water, or soda. Both of us do not drink alcohol, but we appreciate that so much. And that is something very important that we can talk about the hotel. We will be at the hotel, we'll be in the lobby, we'll be in the bar area, we'll be hanging out with all of you guys. So if you guys want to stop by and say hello to myself, Josh, you might be able to have a slice of pizza with Pat, as we discussed on the last live stream countdown show. There's going to be so many creators here that you can say hello to if you didn't have a chance to go to their meet and greet, if you didn't see them at the venue itself. Staying at the hotel is crucial. So if you go over to the Card Party website, scroll down to the Sheraton for the Seattle, and book your rooms today. It's going to be worth it, I promise. Josh, there's so much stuff to do around the hotel as well. There's multiple restaurants in it. But what is some of your favorite places around the downtown area to go to eat?
Ooh, okay. So definitely that hot pot spot we went to the other day, which the name escapes me. I'm bad at names. I know places.
Yes, yeah, I'm the same way. But I got a lot of DMs about that place. That because we talked about it last time, so I posted my stories and I'll repost that screenshot again of the name of it. But the hot pot, there's Pike's Marketplace where you can go down to and catch a fish if you're lucky enough. There's so many restaurants and stores inside Pike's Marketplace that I would recommend you check out.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, Pike's is, that's anytime you see Seattle portrayed in, media of any kind, 9 times out of 10, they're going to have some scene at Pike's, and it's because Pike's is such a massive part of Seattle's culture, and as it has so many good restaurants. It has just pretty much anything you would deem as Pacific Northwest. It's got the fish, it's got the local artists, it's got the little flower shops and the little sundry and whatever else you might, how do you call them, baubles.
Yeah. Ian with Ian says, I'm bad at names, I know faces. I wish people yeah. Ian and I get mixed up all the time. It's so fun. But if I'm going to be mixed up with anybody, I'm glad it's with my friend Ian.
He is pretty cute.
He's a cutie patootie. Mm-hmm. So if you guys have not gotten your Card Party tickets yet, what's taking you so long? If you want to get your Card Party tickets, go to card.party right now. There's still passes available for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You can get individual day passes if you need to. Come by, come hang out, come say hello. If you need to upgrade the passes, upgrade them. There's always time to do it. I highly recommend getting the 3 days. Friday is fantastic day to go. It's not the craziest day, but it's a day the vendor hall is open. There's no live stream on this channel that day, but the main stage show is a show you do not want to miss. We're going to have the creators come on stage and play some mini games with Pat and points for the teams this year. So it's going to be a great time. Saturday and Sunday is when the event really kicks off. There's going to be pack battles with featured creators all weekend. There's going to be some stage shows going on. Pat and Dan will have an hour or so that they always put aside to talk about YouTube and the growth of their channel and give you guys a chance to ask Pat and Dan, the producer of Deep Pocket Monster, a chance to pick his brain and talk about algorithms, to talk about thumbnails, writing a story, telling a story. Get into their heads on what happens behind the scenes. highly recommend you guys go to that. Then, of course, on this channel, Saturday and Sunday, I'm going to be hosting the live stream of Card Party, where if you guys cannot make it to Card Party, there's going to be opportunities to win giveaways and everything on the YouTube chat. And with that, I will be with Legion Collectibles, Powder TCG, Scott's PC, Brick Day Cake, Danny Phantom, and Poke Beard. All of us will be sharing a stage or roaming around the convention hall, being on camera, talking to vendors, talking to fans. So you don't want to miss it. There's so much going on for Card Party weekend. Now, with all that being said, Josh, if people are coming early or if they're staying late in Seattle, what are some spots that they need to hit? What are spots they either need to go to for food, go to for local card shops, go to see a nice movie or date night?
Okay, yeah, I mean, this is kind of my area of expertise. I am officially a Seattleite now. I feel like I've earned that right after, X amount of years living here. Honestly, you really can't go wrong downtown. The good thing about Seattle downtown is 99% of the things you'll want to see and do, kind of the touristy stuff, is all off one centralized road, which is First Avenue. Down First Avenue, you can go to Pioneer Square. You can see the bust of Chief Seattle, and actually in Pioneer Square as well. I know there's a pub there. It's one of, if not the oldest, bar/restaurants in Seattle. It's right there off Pioneer Square. And at Pioneer Square, you can also go and take the underground tour. So a lot of people don't know this, but Seattle was actually built on top of Old Seattle. And there is a guided tour. You can go underground and see kind of the old city, and it kind of explains the history of Seattle. So anybody that's kind of a history buff would enjoy that. If you've got small children, there are a lot of fantastic museums. There's a selfie museum, which is super fun. There is the Museum of Art, again, right off First Avenue. And then, of course, did you really go to Seattle if you didn't go at least check out the Space Needle? And that one's pretty easy to get to as well. All you can do is take the train around the monorail and you're right there. So,
yeah, we have people in the chat recommending some spots too. Emerald City Fish and Chips is a place we need to check out. Yeah. What if you guys are local to Seattle? If you've ever been there, let us know in the chat. Where would you go if you were telling people? Where would you tell people to go? Ian wants to know days until Card Party. There's 11 days until Card Party. We're less than 2 weeks away. And speaking of Card Party and things coming up so quick and things happening so fast, this is a topic that we talked about last time with Kat. When you go to Card Party, there's a chance that you're going to run into people that you meet in the chats. You're going to run into creators that you've thought you would never have a chance to talk to. You are going to make friends there. And Josh and I are a perfect example of that situation. Josh and I met at Card Party 1 in Anaheim. I'm going to be honest, I had no idea who Josh was. I was introduced to Josh by Luxury Ball Guy, I'm drawing a blank. I think Jay's Corner TCG was the other one who introduced me to Josh live and at Card Party, and he was showing off his Dragon Ball Z cards. So there's other collections there besides Pokemon. The vendors are going to have Dragon Ball Z, Magic the Gathering, Star Wars. There's going to be some Star Wars cards, Union Arena. There's going to be other things there if you guys want to collect other things. But Josh and I became really good friends because of Card Party. We talk all the time. He tells the worst dad jokes I've ever heard in my life. But being at Card Party is so surreal because you can meet people there and become amazing friends with, not just collaborators, not just people to do videos with, but actual friends. Josh, thank you for going to Card Party 1, because I know you weren't originally going to go to Card Party. Tell us why you decided to go after all.
So I wasn't going to go just because I had, at that time I had literally just moved up to Seattle and I had a lot of things going on. But actually the main reason I ended up going was my late friend and I had always talked about doing a vacation together, and I just, got it on a whim because I had just gotten him back into Pokemon cards. And so I basically told him, like, dude, let's just go. Like,
Hmm.
you know, I like Deep Pocket Monster. I've met him like a couple times. He's a nice guy. He's saying this is going to be like the coolest event, and let's just go check it out. And
Yeah.
it was probably the coolest decision I ever made because I got to meet you. I got to reconnect with Ian, with everybody from what we call the Las Vegas crew. There were a lot of people who went to Las Vegas like a year or two before Card Party and all kind of met up as creators. And it was just such a nice thing to be able to see everybody. And I
So,
can't get over the fact that, it sounds weird, but I'm telling you,
yeah.
man, you think you're going to be awkward around people you only know on the internet? Man, it is the complete opposite. You feel like you're already
Yeah.
best friends. Everybody's dabbing it up and hugging it out. And it's just, it's, and
Yeah.
Pat has really facilitated not just creating an amazing show, but creating a sense of community where everybody feels approachable. And I think that has permeated the halls of Card Parties 1 and 2 and possibly 3. I didn't go to the first one, I'll admit, the Card Party 3 East Coast. But I mean,
Yeah.
every time I've gone to Card Party, I've left going, that was the coolest show I've ever been to. So
That is honestly how I feel a lot right now. That it's
Mhm.
just the energy is so there.
Yeah.
But you guys couldn't see it. You guys heard me giggling. You heard me laughing. I wasn't laughing at Josh what he said. I'm reading the chat, and Dan Norton says no, it's pause, and Ian is saying I like pause better. I am. I am so dense when it comes to dad jokes from Ian and Pat now that I didn't realize that Days Till Card Party in the corner of the screen looks like the pause symbol for the, that I never clicked until Dan said that. So I face palmed. I started laughing. Oh my god!
And then he started flashing it and everything. It was fantastic.
Yeah. Now Chris, who's running the live stream for us, is flashing it.
Hey.
Yeah. I want to be embarrassed that I didn't get it, but at the same time, it tracks for what happens when we are all recording together because they'll do dad jokes so fast that it doesn't register as a dad joke. I just go, "Oh God, why are they saying these things?" But yeah, in the chat, we from Kathy, Klondike Gold Rush National Historic Park. Support your national park. And learn how immigrants help build Seattle. That is amazing. Like that is something that if I have the time, that is something maybe I want to do. I like learning about local history for spots, and going to a national park is just something that you really want to do. The Museum of Pulp Culture is something people are talking about. Pagliageshi Pizza is a pizza place.
Yeah, Pagliacci Pizza.
Yeah, they keep talking about that. Dick's Drive-In Great Burgers and Fries. We're talking about that. Ian said it first. Said Dan Norton. Yes, I know, but I just now saw it. Right,
Ooh,
just now clicked.
You can't go wrong if you go down to the waterfront. Like if you want to go check out like where the Ferris wheel and all that stuff is, you really cannot go wrong with getting Ivar's, just classic fish and chips. And then there is a spot over there called Alaskan Sourdough Company, and they have
Ooh, I love sourdough bread.
Clam chowder inside of a sourdough bowl.
Nice.
It's pretty fire. Ian liked it.
There's 2 questions in here that we're going to discuss. Is there on-site grading? This is an interesting question because this is something we were talking about before the stream started. The quick answer is I don't know. The best thing to do is reach out to the grading companies that are going to be there, so CGC and Beckett. What I can speak on is the history of, or what they've done in the past with Card Party. Beckett has always done on-site submissions, not grading. They've done on-site submissions. CGC has done on-site grading, but I cannot speak for them if they're going to do it again in Seattle. But knowing the history, the odds are it's a yes. But again, I can't say for them. The other question is from Chris. What time should we line up for passes? And that gives us puts us into a great segue to talk about the scheduling for Seattle. It is subject to change as always, but Chris, If you could put up the schedule of Card Party this year for the overview, it's right. It should be right above the feature creator list, and we can talk about it.
Oh
Perfect.
yeah.
That was quick. Chris is so good. He's such a boss.
So
So
on it.
just like at the bottom, schedule subject to change at any time. But as of right now, 2 p.m. is the start time for what we're looking at to open up the vendor halls, to open up the expo, the meet and greets in the activity zone, and of course, what you guys really want to pay attention to is the 7 p.m. start time for that main stage kickoff show to celebrate Card Party happening in Seattle. And then, of course, the late
Those
train
are
night.
always nuts.
Yes. Of course, the late train night. That's some of that will happen inside the convention center, but at a certain point, the convention center is going to kick us out, and it's going to move over to the Sheraton, to the hotel. But to answer your question, what time should you start lining up? If we start at 2, I'm paranoid about time. Time management is very big to me. I would start lining up around noon to get your passes, to get your badges. That way, once you get them, you can start forming the line to actually get into the event hall. But again, that is something that we will put out later, because I'm sure the convention center would want us to steer clear of the downtown area, downtown traffic, and keep everything neat and tidy. Again, that is a question better for the team, for the Card Party team. So go to team at card.party if you guys have any questions that we cannot answer ourselves, but you feel you need to get them answered as soon as possible. So that's going to be team at card.party. But while we're talking about the scheduling still, that's the schedule for Friday. Saturday and Sunday, we're starting at 9 a.m. And again, there's no stage show anymore in the morning. That was taken away because the creators, the feature creators, and some of the people felt the main stage show in the morning wasn't really necessary. And we agreed with you. We took your criticism and we took it and we said, yes, let's take it away. Let's get more time out on the floor with the vendors, the expo hall, and everything in between. So that's going to open up at 9 a.m. Saturday and Sunday. And then 11 a.m. on this channel, we'll be live and we'll be hosting, doing segments, talking to creators, giving away things to you guys in the chat. You know, the everything you guys want to see. The activity hall, the meet and greets start up again that day. The TCG tournament, sponsored by Tabletop Village,
Yes.
who is a local store in Seattle. Tabletop Village is going to be sponsoring the TCG tournament. The trade tables are going to be open, and so much more will be happening on Saturday and Sunday for everything going on. Then, of course, the big trade night and the main stage shows for Saturday and Sunday. Don't forget, Sunday, the main stage show for Sunday, Pat is going to talk about the third location for 2026. He's going to talk about the third location. It's happening. We know for sure there's a third location. Now we just need to find out where and when. We still don't know when. So that's what's happening. That is the schedule overview. Thank you everyone for that question. That was a great question, and we got that answers. That's not an answer, says Ian. I'm sorry. I don't know words. Follow up on Card Party website as we get closer for all things. He sounds like a politician. I guess so. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing right now with everything going on. You don't need to be there on time, Gonzo.
By the way,
no, thank you. No, Pat,
you
don't
said
tell
the
me
right
not to
name.
be- Yeah, I know. I mix up that name all the time. I'm flying from Texas. Should I bring an empty binder, says Jamie. No, absolutely not. I would say it depends. That question is, it depends. What your goal is for Card Party for collecting things. I would say no. I would bring a trade binder full of stuff that you don't want anymore, stuff that you are okay trading away with, and with about half of it leave empty so you have space to put cards into. But if you want to complete a challenge or complete a set from scratch, then yes, you should bring an empty binder. Josh, how do you feel about that question? Should they bring an empty binder?
I mean, I think you hit it on the head. It's very much dependent on what you want to do. I always recommend. I mean, even if you do bring an empty binder, I would highly advise bringing a trade binder just in case, because you just never, like, with so many people there. Like, I remember the first card party, I found a card that I needed and I thought I would never see again in my life, and somebody just randomly had it in their binder, and luckily I had my trade binder and we were able to work it out. So I mean, you know, it's like you said, if your goal is to do some sort of challenge or like master set, or not even a master set, like if you want to fill there's a guy up here that when I do my local vending shows, he wants to fill an entire binder of the Mimikyu promo cards from.
Oh yeah, that's a popular one.
Yeah, so he just does that. But I mean, he always has his trade binder on the side as well, because when he sees one, he's like, "Hey, can we build a?"
Yeah.
So I would say, come prepared, but don't bog yourself down, because I have seen people walking around Card Party with, like, it looks like they're about to go hiking the Appalachians. Like, it looks like they have a tent and like everything else. I feel like that's a little excessive, and you're just gonna tire yourself out, and you're probably gonna like hurt your back, and then you got to fly home after that. Ooh.
It's crazy.
So,
yes.
Yeah. Keep it economical.
Yeah. We have a question that Dan might be able to answer for us if he's still in the chat. It is about the Card Party binder. Again, based on history, they have had Card Party binders for sale at Card Party. Dan, is there going to be an exclusive Card Party Seattle binder? That question we can answer right now. Dan says, at Pyvon, probably don't need to be that early unless you want to, but look out for emails as we get closer for more exact timing on everything. Oh, that was a question about being what time they should be there Friday. There will also be lots of vendors selling binders too, says Tina. That is an excellent point. There's going to be vendors there selling custom binders with certain prints on it from that they would normally sell in their Etsy stores. Binders that big, small, some for jumbo cards. So if you forget a binder, they'll have supplies there. There'll be people will be selling sleeves. People will be selling top loaders, semi-rigids. It's okay if you forget one or two things. People will have them for sale. And for the most part, from my experience, even if you're a content creator or not, if you just need one or two sleeves, most vendors don't mind giving you a sleeve or two, because they want you to protect your cards just as much as they protect their own cards. Dan does say, yes, there will be a Card Party binder. Yep, Ian is looking for the Jolteons this year.
Exciting.
Yep, I can't wait. I can't wait to master set Obsidian Flame, says Chris. That's going to be a big set. I hope you can do it. I know you can do it. Yeah. So we talked about staying at the hotel. Yeah, well, of course we believe in him. Why wouldn't we believe in him? We talked about why it is so important to stay at the hotel this year. It's going to be literally right across the street. It is very easy walking distance. You get there, you say hello to the check-in desk, and then you walk across the street, and you're at Card Party. We talked about the convention center. It is massive. There's going to be so many vendors. You guys are already subscribed to the YouTube channel for Card Party, so hit that notification bell if you can't make it. That way you know when we go live, and you can be part of Card Party via YouTube.
Yeah,
we talked about the local spots you want to go to. I'm sorry, Josh, go ahead.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off. I was just saying I agree with you 100%. From the rumblings I've heard from Pat and the team, it sounds like you really will not want to miss the live streams, and you really want to make sure those notifications are on, because it sounds like some crazy things are going to go down on the live stream. So if you know, obviously we would love to see you in person, but if you can't make it, I get in those live streams. It sounds like some epic stuff is going to go down.
Yes. Syntha says, my friends are vending at Card Party, Double K Collectibles. Hey, shout out Double K. We will see you at Card Party, and we can't wait to see you guys there and hang out. Josh, what? Okay, before we end the stream, we always ask the creators that are coming on some do's and don'ts for a convention. If they for either first time goers or people that just need a little reminder of things that have gone multiple times. What are 2 do's that you would say for Card Party?
Okay. Definitely do. Please, please, please. I don't know if you know this, guys, but there's sometimes a little stereotype about people that collect cards about being them kind of stinky and not showering. Please shower and like take care of your hygiene stuff. That would be solid. Definitely, yeah. Hygiene is that's like top of my list. I'm not
Yeah.
saying I went to a tournament like a couple weeks ago and I thought it was chemical warfare in there for a second, but whatever. We'll we'll ignore that. But number 2, my biggest do when I go to any show, whether it's a Collecticon, whether it's Card Party, is to please remember that everybody is there to have fun, and cardboard at the end of the day is not that serious. There doesn't need to be any fighting and yelling or any behavior that would be considered aggressive or violent. Just make sure to go in with a positive attitude and a desire to have fun.
Yes. Some do's that I would say is, like you said, hygiene is important. Treating everyone with respect is important. A do is get a little motorcycle just like that and speed around the convention center. A do is stop the future creators. Do say hello to them. We are people just like you guys. We want to talk to you just as much as you guys want to talk to us. So stop even if we're not at a meet and greet, if we're just walking the floor, come say hello and we will say hello to you. If you see me, don't be afraid if I'm moving. I walk very fast and with a purpose. If I need to go to the bathroom or if I need to go somewhere, I will let you know, but I will stop and say hello. So stop, say hello to if you guys see us. We want to say hello to you. Josh, what are some don'ts for going to a convention like this? Oh, he froze. Oh no. Well, hopefully he comes back in time, but if not, that is okay. We'll talk about some don'ts really quick. Don't steal. That's a big one. There's cameras everywhere now, guys. Every vendor's doing vendor POV. There's going to be an angle where you're going to get caught. Don't do it. It's not nice. People work hard to get the stuff that they have, and we know it's not the easiest getting product right now in this hobby, but that doesn't mean you should resort to stealing. Don't do it. Ian says, don't freeze. Backup phone charger is a huge one. I do speed walk. It's just what I do. I want to start a line of Pokemon deodorant to sell at my vendor table one day. Pack Beast, that sounds like a great idea. Swiper, no swiping. Exactly. Josh is back. There we go. Don't forget to dress warm for Seattle, says Jack. Yeah. Josh, I
believe you were asking me don'ts.
Yeah. Don't
okay.
do. Don't do. Yes, I lost my train of thought. Do leave the negativity at the door, says Tina.
Yeah. Please don't think that just because the future creators are there, that they're at your beck and call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 forever and all time. Obviously, like I wanna hang out with everybody and I wanna see everybody, but you gotta understand that we are human beings and we need, we need to be approached respectfully. Like, don't just run up to somebody and be like, give me things, and come up to us like you would any other person. Be like, hey, do you mind? Or hey, excuse me. And I guarantee you, 99.99999% of the time, any of the future creators will be like, yeah, sure, dude, whatever you want to do, blah blah blah.
And Kyle Peck has a question. Will there be any other merch for sale besides cards and card related products?
Oh yeah.
If you're asking about like feature creator merchandise for sale, yes, some of the feature creators may bring their own merch to Card Party, and they would sell it where you guys pick up the passes. That's where they had it at Tampa, at least. They would be in the front where you pick up your passes, then you move over to the left, and there's all the featured creator merchandise. But if you're talking about like other merch, yes, there's plushies, there's binders, there's other things. There's people will sell shirts and clothes sometimes. There's going to be other things there
Candy?
besides just cards. Yeah, I also saw a couple people sell
Yeah.
candy. Yeah.
I know.
But
Those are good.
yeah, chat. We're before we say goodbye to you guys, and we thank you for coming in and everything. Drop a couple of questions in the chat if you guys have any for us before we take off. Maybe something we didn't talk about and you guys want us to talk about. And if that's it, we're gonna raid another feature creator that is live right now. But go ahead, drop some questions in the chat, and we will get to them as soon as we can, if we can answer them.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, to answer your question earlier, I think I veered off on my own little weird tangent. Good card shops around the area.
Oh yeah,
Obviously,
we forgot about that
Village.
one.
Yeah, I kind of pooped the bed on that one. I'm sorry. So Tabletop Village, if you're in Seattle, is always good. If you want to get out of Seattle just a little bit, even like go up a little bit towards Shoreline, there is a World of Collectibles. There are 2 Zulu's locations, one in Bothell, one in Linwood. If you want to make the trek, I highly recommend it. This is my personal LGS just because I like the people that work there and I really enjoy the selection they have as far as singles. Geek Fortress in Snohomish, it's about, what would you say, Gonzo, like 40-ish minutes from Seattle?
When we went, because of the time of the day, it was about 40 to 50 minutes, I would say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you like the selection though?
Oh, it was amazing. They had a great selection of sealed product, and picking up singles, they made it also very easy. They used the computer system. It was one of the easier ones I've had to use for a computer system.
Yeah. But yeah, don't be afraid to, ask anybody, or ask me, I guess. If anybody sees me and we don't get to a question, or if you think of a question while you're at Card Party and you're like, hey, Josh lives here, just come up to me and be like, hey dude, what would you recommend for this? Or where's a good spot to do this? And I'll help you out.
Yes. But we have some questions in the chat. The first one is from Skylar James. Are you guys excited? I am incredibly excited. I'm trying to hold back my excitement because I like to say I don't want to teach the kids new words, but I am excited. Josh, how about you?
I'm so excited I messed up shaving my beard and now I only have a mustache. That should tell you just how excited I am.
Yeah, yes.
I couldn't even sit still. I really am like super stoked. Anytime Card Party happens, I feel like I'm on like a sugar rush for like the entire week leading up to it. I'm like, oh my god, I can't wait.
Yes. Robert wants to know, do we have to bring a clear bag for the convention? I don't know if that is I don't know what the bag policy is going to be for the convention center itself. That would be a question for the Card Party team. In the past Card Parties and past conventions that we have worked with, no, it does not need to be a clear bag, but there is a security checkpoint that you will have to walk through. Bag inspections could happen, but as far as the clear bags, that's a question for the Card Party team about the convention center itself, because it does change from venue to venue.
I've been to a lot of stuff at Seattle Convention Center. I've never had them do clear bag policy. There is at a few places in Seattle, but I think you're right, because different, maybe different events have different rules, or like different, people that are organizing whatever it is. Also, I just wanted to really thank Tina Marie because she put. I didn't want to interrupt you. I didn't want to be rude.
Yeah, thank you, Tina.
Um,
Tina's the best. Tina's a fantastic mod for the community.
mhm.
Pex Plays wants to know, will Card Party come to the UK? Uh, I, I don't know. That is a question for Pat and the other big decision makers for the Card Party team. But if it happens, I'm sure Pat will have a huge announcement for that when it does eventually come, because it would be a not it won't be in the States, so that would be huge news.
Yeah.
Zulu's great. I'm excited and appreciative of all the information, support, and encouragement. Thank you, Jamie. That was fun. Also, FYI, there will be a sensory-friendly area at Card Party, says Tina Marie.
That's what I was thanking her for.
There should be one. There was one at Tampa and Orlando, and a lot. I know a few people used it, so that is awesome. For those who can't come, oh, my YouTube just went down. That's good. Okay, Chris got on camera. For those who can't come, will there be an opportunity to buy some of the merchandise? That is depending on what kind of merchandise you're looking for. That is a question for the feature creator themselves to see if they're going to be selling merchandise on their own website, or if there'll be different ways to get a hold of their merch. As far as Card Party merchandise, again, that is a question for the Card Party team. I don't necessarily know if there's a way to buy it unless you are at the event itself. Will there be any surprise guests? It's not much of a surprise if we tell you, right? Oh, that was an accident. Yes, there will be a sensory friendly area, says Dan. Hey, I just wanted to say I'm a big fan, and I wouldn't if I could get a shout out. Well, there you go. There's your shout out, Selena. I hope that's how you say your name. Again, thank you everybody so much for coming
Selena.
into the Card Party pause days left. There's 11 days left of Card Party. Thank you, Just Joshin, for coming in, being a feature creator and a local for Seattle. Don't forget to book your hotel at the Sheraton through the Card Party website at card.party to get the best deal you can for that hotel. You don't want to miss staying there. Buy your tickets if you have not already. We'll see you there.
Mm.
And until next time, guys, we're going to go raid a feature creator. Trainer Spree is live. He's opening some packs right now for the people. He is a rip and shipper, so if you guys want to get in, support Trainer Spree. He is the current champion for the feature creators in the TCG tournaments that we've had there. Until next time, guys, my name is Gonzo. That is Just Joshin. Don't forget, collect how you want to collect. Bye.